5 a.m. wake ups, cold showers, journaling, gratitude lists, and you still feel behind. You are doing everything the gurus told you to do, and somehow it is making things worse. Here is what nobody is talking about. The morning routine industry is worth billions. Every influencer, every podcast, and every best-selling book tells you the same thing. Win the morning, win the day, and if you are not winning your day, the implication is simple. You are not trying hard enough. But what if the problem is not your effort? What if the morning routine itself is the trap? Here's something psychologists have known for decades. Willpower is a finite resource. Every decision, no matter how small, burns through it. Now think about a typical optimized morning. You wake up before your body wants to. You force yourself into a cold shower. You sit down to journal, even when your mind is blank. You do the workout, even when you are running late. By the time you sit down to do actual work, you have already spent your best mental energy performing a routine. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. And your morning routine, designed to boost productivity, might be quietly draining the resource you need most. But there is something even deeper going on. Ask yourself honestly, are you doing your morning routine because it actually helps you, or because it makes you feel like the kind of person who has their life together? This is what psychologists call identity-based behavior. You are not optimizing for results. You are optimizing for the feeling of being an optimizer. The cold shower does not make you more productive, but it makes you feel like someone who is. And that feeling is addictive. Here is the dangerous part. When the routine becomes the goal, missing it does not just ruin your morning, it ruins your self-image. And a broken self-image will destroy your output far more than a missed workout ever could. By the way, if this is the kind of psychology-backed content you want more of, hit subscribe. We break down the systems behind success and failure every single week. No fluff, no gurus, just the truth. Now let us talk about the 5 a.m. myth specifically. Researchers at the University of Toronto studied chronotypes, the biological clock that determines when your brain peaks. And the data is clear. Not everyone is wired to be a morning person. In fact, forcing a night owl into a 5 a.m. routine actively impairs cognition, mood, and decision-making. You are not lazy for struggling at 5 a.m. You might just be biologically misaligned. The most successful people are not early risers. They are people who work when their brain is actually ready, and they protect that window fiercely. So, what should you do instead? The research points to 3 things that actually move the needle. 1, protect your first 90 minutes of peak cognition for deep work. Do not spend them on rituals, spend them on output. 2, design your morning around energy management, not time management. Ask what your brain needs to arrive ready, not what your routine looks like. 3, make the routine serve you, not the other way around. If journaling drains you, stop journaling. If exercise energizes you, keep it. There is no universal morning routine. There is only your optimal sequence. And the only way to find it is to stop copying someone else's. Remember that stick figure from the beginning? 5 a.m., cold shower, journal, and still behind. The problem was never discipline. The problem was borrowed systems. Stop performing productivity. Start engineering it for the brain you actually have. Because your best work is not waiting at the end of a 12-step morning ritual. It is waiting for you to get out of your own way. If you thought your morning routine was bad, wait until you see what your evening routine is doing to your brain. That's next.
If you thought your morning routine was bad, wait until you see what your evening routine is doing to your brain. That's next.